Because I took Elizabeth off screen.
I guess.
I resummoned her to the plane of... I don't know what plane she comes from.
The plane of table?
Florian.
Flat plane.
So you have this little hole that you have to squeeze into to get to the connecting room. The dwarven stonework is very prevalent down here, but it's extremely old, broken in places. The floor you're standing on, you can see there's like a little pile of debris down here. Years and years of just cruft having fallen down through this tunnel. And you hear malicious skittering noises on the other side of the wall, and your companions are coming down the ladder.
I am invisible. I'm not making noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's a peek around the corner.
You're gonna hunker down and look through the hole. Like you'd have to squeeze through this hole if you wanted to go.
Okay.
Squeeze through
you
the hole.
You have dark vision?
I do. Malicious chittering.
I can tell it's malicious.
Look through and roll initiative. I want the rest of you to place yourself over here next to the room in vertical order. The bottom person is the one coming down the stairs next. And I rolled bad on initiative. I rolled very, very bad. I'm sorry. I'll roll better next time. I'll try.
I'd really rather you didn't.
Listen to this guy.
I rolled bad, he says as he places a thing next to 8.
It goes up
Wow,
to 30!
Oh.
If any of you guys rolled an 8, you'd be bitching about it. I guarantee. Guarantee.
No, I've had plenty of 8s.
I rolled a 7, and I'm not bitching about it.
I took a feat.
These guys have way more hit points than I thought they did. Okay.
Don't say that.
I already said
Or, I mean, lower them to meet your expectation.
Okay. So Seeker is surprised.
I am incapable of being surprised.
Where are you on the ladder? Very, very top.
I'm very top.
You have no information whatsoever. What do you do?
I'm very disappointed in my companions. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay. Florian is surprised. Florian, looking inside.
Am I?
You see these sickly looking, at first you think they're like these skeletal creatures scrabbling along the bottom of the floor. It looks like they have a weird snake-like body that's a little fatter in the center. And this long tail that comes off the back that looks like a trail of bones coming out the back of it. But this protrusion in the center of its body gives way to these long gangly limbs that it's using to scrabble around on the floor. The front of it has this very gaunt... you don't have a light source. You're relying on dark vision. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Has this gaunt face that has the appearance of a skull. You can barely tell that it's got skin over it at all. And it has 2 dark eye sockets. And the thing lifts up its neck, and upon seeing its eye sockets, locks its gaze to yours, and uses its reaction to instantly switch places with you. So now there's one on this side of the hole, and there's 2 more of these creatures in the room with you. And it no longer has a reaction. Alex is surprised.
Okay.
Lucius is surprised. My 2 creatures are not surprised. How far can this guy... Okay, that makes sense. Florian. You have an AC, right?
Theoretically.
Theoretically. The first one is attacking you.
Is Florian invisible right now?
Yeah.
Florian is invisible right
Florian is invisible right now.
now. Yeah. This is.
Florian, I have a 1.
Just misses.
I have a 23 to hit.
That is a very big. That's
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, whoa.
Lots of numbers on the die.
My armor
Most
class
improved.
is 69. So.
Okay. Florian,
Yeah.
the first one, its bite misses, lashes out with its tail to do 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The second one, I have a 14 to hit,
I will shield that.
and the shield puts you at what?
It puts me at 18.
So the second one misses as well. So these creatures, they snap out at you with their skull-like head, and you see these terrible, serrated fangs lining their mouths, an impossible number of them, and multiple layers going back into their face. These things are just aberrations to everything you know about the natural order of things. Even amongst other monsters that you fought, these things are pretty freaking horrifying. And they lunge forward with their face to try to bite you, and then lash out with their bony tail. And that's going to bring us to Gustavus, who is surprised. Seeker, you are still not aware anything's happening down below you, but it's your turn.
All right.
Well, how far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
So at that range, yeah, you are aware of what's happening, because when you look down below you, a moment Florian was down there, kind of getting a bearing for his surroundings, and you come down a few more rungs with your tiny little gnome feet. Next time you look down, you don't see Florian, and instead you see this horrific monster glaring up with black, soulless eyes.
What are the chances that that's Florian?
Pretty good.
All right. I think.
non-zero.
Yeah, it's non-zero, but just in case, I think I am going to shoot at it with a ray of frost.
Okay, so you are holding the ladder with both hands. Can you shoot a ray of frost without taking your hands off the ladder?
Do I need both hands to do somatic modes? I thought I just needed one.
Just one.
Yeah, so I'll hold on with one hand.
Okay. You are going to
And
ray
then
of
you
frost. my
instantly
boy.
lose your second hand.
It would be funnier if you
Oh.
fell.
That's a 1.
A 1.
That's not hitting.
So you launch the ray of frost. And this is what alerts the rest of you that stuff's going down, is that Seeker zips a ray of frost down past you. And Seeker, it's not entirely your fault. It's just you have such a weird angle going down, and so much of the space you're firing into is taken up by, like, Gus's incredibly large butt, and then below that you've got, like, a metal dog badger. So you're really
Also,
aiming at
this is
something
just-
the size of a postage stamp. Moving or
It's
staying
definitely
put?
not my fault.
Definitely not.
I'm staying put. This seems like a great place to be.
Okay. That's gonna
Grab
bring
back
us,
on with both hands. It's great.
It's gonna bring us to Florian.
Wait. I'm gonna send my familiar down there,
Okay.
and it is going to take out this shit. Perform the help action on this one,
Helping who?
giving Alexander advantage on his next attack against it.
Okay. And so you're just holding on to the rung. You haven't climbed down at all this round. Is that correct?
Oh no, that sounds awful. Climbing down.
Okay. That's
There's
gonna-
like a horrible creature down there.
There is. Well, there's 3 of them. You can only see the one though. And the one you can see might be Florian, whose turn it is now.
Now it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, they take half damage on save. Okay, can these two make me a dexterity saving throw as I cast a 3rd level Burning Hands?
Is Burning Hands affected at all by cover?
Uh,
Or does it say? It might say something like it goes around corners. They both failed to save. I just
Asking for a friend.
asking for a friend.
Doesn't say.
Yeah, they both failed.
They both failed. Cool. So the level is 5d6.
That's almost a sneak attack.
That is 17 points of fire damage.
Oh, you're gonna make me get out calc.exe, aren't you?
How often do I make you do that, though? It's me, Florian.
Keelian did like every friggin' combat.
That was like 19 campaigns ago.
So you fan out your burning hands and you send half of the burn towards this creature. You send the other half through this horrible hole.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. You might have to catch the Tressum in that too, depending on the actual.
So if it's not a fireball.
I need the Tressum, who's also in a 15-foot cone, to make that saving throw.
Oh, but I'm around cover.
No, you're not. I mean, the spell doesn't specify anything about cover.
I don't think the Tressum can like live even if it passes, so it doesn't matter.
Florian, you didn't know that you just burned the Tressum to death, but if you did, I would like to think you would have still done it.
Yeah, I mean, he can resummon it.
Florian, you can't see what the one through the hole is doing because it's kind of snaking around underneath the bottom of the hole that is scrabbling through. But the one that you can see, it opens this gaping maw full of teeth, and it doesn't, like, the noise it lets out, it might be more horrifying than the creature itself. It's just like this otherworldly absence of sound, and you can tell that it's crying out in agony as this fire is particularly effective against it. Moving or staying put?
Oh, I think I have to stay put.
You don't have
Otherwise
to.
I gotta eat. I don't feel like eating opportunity attacks.
Alexander, you are almost towards the bottom of the ladder.
So describe like this ladder. Like how big is the tunnel the ladder travels down?
It's relatively narrow. If you were to brace your feet against one of the rungs and you trusted your weight against it, you'd be able to lean back against the far wall and wedge yourself there without falling. No, you wouldn't because you're a gnome. But Lucius could do it. And Gus could do it. You have to hold on to the rungs with at least one of your hands, otherwise you're liable to fall.
And there's not space behind the ladder or anything up in this. Like I basically have to get out of my companion's way for them to continue using the ladder, right?
They could drop in such a way that they fall past you, but not while holding the ladder.
Okay.
Like if they just wanted to
And
drop
how
it
high
to the
up
floor.
am I right now?
I'll let you decide how high up Scrappy is, how far Scrappy was behind Florian.
How tall is the ladder?
About 60 feet.
60 feet, okay. So let's have Alex, we'll say that we were both about 20 feet up.
Okay.
So Alex will climb down the rest of the way, drop to there after he's 5 feet off the ground, and then take a shot with advantage, but disadvantage.
So how did you get past Scrappy going down?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he would block the whole path, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't take it. Okay, so I'll ready an action to shoot once Scrappy drops down, and then I'll order Scrappy to drop down here.
Do you need two hands to fire?
Yeah, it's a... Do I?
Is it a two-handed weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. So you can fire, but you do risk falling. You would have to make a strength saving throw to stay up on the ladder.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so first I order Scrappy to drop down there.
Okay.
And attack. So he uses his bonus action to attack this one. Or my bonus action to attack that one.
Okay.
That hits an armor class of... Hold on, it might have gone up when I gained level. .22 on armor class.
That hits. These things are worth way too much experience points. My goodness.
For 8 force damage.
Okay, and that's the one inside the little room here?
Yep. And then my ready to action goes off, so I wrap my legs around the ladder as well as I can and try and take a shot. Should I do the save before or after?
Take the shot first, because
Okay.
the movement of making the shot is going to be what jostles
And
you off
since
the
I'm
ladder.
not
if you fall.
melee now, I can take the advantage from Tressum, so that'll hit an armor class of... Not a lot.
One armor class.
Just 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay, and then I make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
17.
No problem. You wobble a little bit. You manage to pull the gun off, aim your shot, fire, and then whip one of your hands back up onto the rung of the ladder.
That's the end of Alex's turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Lucius.
Lucius or Alex is still on the ladder, yeah. Okay. I'm going to. Oh no, I really can't do anything. I'm going to ready an action.
Okay.
When Gustavus moves down the ladder, I'm going to follow along behind him.
Okay.
As a dash action.
Sure. You can do that. That's going to bring us to my creatures.
Having fun, Florian?
Eh.
Just takes
So, Alex, how high up off the ground are you?
25 feet.
25 feet. Okay. I guess it's going to attack Scrappy then. Probably not. I got a 9 to hit Scrappy.
Nope.
And then I have a 24 to hit Scrappy.
That'll hit.
So misses with the bite, hits with the tail. That's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's the tails that get you.
And Florian is still dancing in there. Florian, I have... you're not shielded anymore because you've taken a turn since you cast it, correct?
That is correct.
All right. I have...
You have my reaction back.
I have a 16 to hit.
Yeah, let's do shield again.
So that puts you at 18?
Yes.
Okay, so the second 16 misses, the 17 misses, and the 19 hits.
19. Yeah.
So the second one hits with its tail for 8 points of bludgeoning damage, but they just cannot get these horrible teeth on you. They haven't yet, and you're pretty sure you don't want to find out what happens if they do. This one slithers into place, getting itself between you and the hole in the room.
That's very smart of it. Good for it.
Gustavus,
Yep.
you're up.
Okay. Can I grab Alex and then jump down the ladder without hurting us both?
If you grab Alex and jump down to the floor, you're going to hurt both of you probably. In fact, Tasha's has rules about what to do in this very situation.
Gus will be fine. Do it.
Okay. I'm going to actually hold on. I have to read a spell.
Uh-oh. The good news is that would trigger Lucius's held action, so he'd look down and see his bros jump off the ladder like dumb shits, and then just climb down after them.
Oh, you can't take anybody with you with Misty Step.
No.
No, but you could use it to get past Alex down to the floor, and that would still trigger Lucius's held action.
You know what? I'm going to grab him and jump.
All right, I cast Featherfall as a reaction as soon as we're no longer on solid footing.
There you go. So one of you is... That would have been part of your movement.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just concerned about my action. So...
the problem is where to physically put you in this room. I guess you could be on that
I
square
can
there.
land on Scrappy's back if I have enough maneuverability from the Featherfall.
You do, but
got
you
a saddle.
don't have any movement as part of your reaction.
Okay.
So
you've got to
I'll
fall
just-
to the base of the ladder, but Gus does have movement this turn. He can move to the last remaining square.
Yeah, boom. This is where I'm at. This is my life now. And
Gus,
yep.
make a perception check. Actually, no. Just tell me what your passive perception is.
12.
A 12.
Yep. Better than it was. I took a feat.
Gus,
Obvious choice.
what's Alexander? Actually, Alexander's wouldn't matter in this case. Just Gus, because he's in the right spot. Getting a lay of the room. It's very cramped down here now because there's really nowhere else for anybody to stand. But you see the hole, and through the hole you see movement. And part of what you see on the other side of the hole is this skull-looking face with these rows of teeth and these horrible, just black sockets. And the thing uses its reaction to swap places with you.
Oh god, now Gus has turned into one too.
But as far as I know, you have not yet used your action.
Nope. So how much of my movement did that use?
Very little. I would say probably 10 feet. Figure 5 feet to move off the ladder, and then another 5 feet to move to the square when you got to the bottom.
Can I angle the burning hands to not hit these two if I aim it towards the wall?
No, if you aim into this hole at all, I mean, every square in this room is within a 15-foot cone.
I'm gonna yell. Oh wait, you've already used your reaction. Shoot. Okay. All right. Just going to attack.
You can't. What do you have that'll fit through this tiny hole, or this small hole rather?
Oh, there's a hole.
There's a hole in the wall here that you'd have to squeeze to get through. He locked eyes with you and to switch the positions of the two of you.
I have a weapon with. Can I poke through the hole?
I would say you need a piercing weapon. You wouldn't necessarily have to have reach, but you need a piercing weapon to be able to deal damage through the hole.
I think a glaive is slashing.
On the plus side, though, you can move away from this space without triggering an AO because it can't attack you either.
Right. No, it's slashing.
But
There's one to your northwest.
Yeah, there's the other one in there. Also, Florian's alive in this room.
I can't see him.
Oh, that's right.
No. Invisible. I think invisible's concentrated.
You can attack Florian though.
Yeah.
Yeah, invisibility would have dropped when he cast the Burning Hands.
Yeah.
Screw it. You know what? This guy's getting a firebolt to the face.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You sure can.
Yeah. Okay.
Then roll this firebolt.
You have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Brick, no one in this party doesn't have dark vision.
Okay. I know, but I'm in the habit of asking, and I'm probably just going to keep asking forever.
Yeah. That is
After check every time.
That's an 11, so that's not going to hit.
11 does
Due to
not hit.
previous experience. Okay. Do bonus action. He's going to attack this man. That is a
bonus action to do what?
After I cast a cantrip, I can use a bonus action to
Yes.
make a melee attack. So
Very good, sir.
this man is getting, that is a 19 plus.
That'll hit.
Yep. So okay, that is d6 plus. It's 10 points of slashing damage.
Very good.
And the heck with it, action surge.
Okay. For first encounter of the dungeon, he's already blown the wad. Let's go.
It's not a wad.
Look at how much map is still dark. Like,
It's fine. It's fine. This is never going to bite us in the ass. Ever.
sure, ever.
Right.
The rest of the dungeon could be a giant smiley face. We don't know it's black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no idea.
Oh, I was thinking that exact thing. Like, he could just reveal it, and it would be a smiley face.
Can I still see this man? Does he have any? Like, can I hit him with shoot another firebolt over here?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay, bonus action to smack this other man.
Sure. These are not men by any definition of the word that makes sense to me. But yes,
This is a 17 to hit for this man.
17 does hit.
Okay.
I was doing it just to irritate you, Brickford.
This elegant gentleman.
Elegant gentleman.
6 points of
This fancy boy.
Okay.
6 points.
And you're staying put there?
Yes.
All right, that's going to bring us back to Seeker at the top of the order and the top of the ladder.
All right. Top of the order, top of the ladder. I am going to. This is the one who was already in the room that Alex shot.
Yes.
I am going to cast Toll the Dead, and I'm going to need him to make me I believe it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
DC
saving
is 16.
21.
That's a high number. I don't have that high of a Wisdom save, so I am going to mourn my lost familiar.
What would have happened if he had failed to save? It's told that like a damage spell.
It's a damage spell, yeah.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic.
What's your passive Arcana?
My passive Arcana is 18.
18. Okay. Making a note of that. And are you moving or staying put? I mean, you can only climb. Actually, no, you can climb down your full movement because Lucius used a reaction to climb down his full movement.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'll get a little closer to the ground.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Florian.
Ah, yes. Florian. I know him. Let's smash this one. This one with a magic missile right to the face. Just level 1.
Okay. It's a ranged.
'Cause
You technically have disadvantage on the attack roll, but it also never misses. So.
It's magic missile.
the best spell in the game
It's pretty good.
by far.
Does your magic missile have chicken feet?
Not that I checked, but I don't really go looking for magic missiles.
It can have chicken feet if you
More
want
like
to.
magic camp missile.
12 damage.
12 damage. Very good.
Magic hittle.
I should probably save some spell slots for other things.
Nah, it's fine.
And I'm good right here.
Good right here.
Yeah.
Right next to the horrible monster. Got it. It's going to bring us to...
Because if I move, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna eat your face.
Yeah,
And
probably. It's going to bring us to Alexandria.
I don't
All
want
right.
the kind gentleman to eat my face.
Let's climb up onto Scrappy's saddle,
Sure.
and let's take our disadvantage shot for point blank at that one.
Sure.
So that'll hit an armor class of 12.
12 does not hit.
Second shot will hit an armor class of, how about 11?
11 does not hit.
Okay, and then Scrappy makes an attack. Same one. Hits a 12 again.
12 does not hit.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Lucius.
Okay, yeah. Let's see, does this spell own... Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that. That would be a bad call because I would be owning my friends in addition to the enemies.
Tressum's already dead. I don't know what you're worried about.
You wouldn't hit me.
Yeah, no, but I don't want to hurt Alex too and Scrappy. They're my friends. I'm gonna cast Hex on this guy.
Okay. Hexing what stat?
Let's say Wisdom.
Okay.
Ooh, good call.
And I am going to point blank Eldritch Blast him.
That is going to be rolling a disadvantage.
Yep. Oof. That is an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Second shot. Same guy. So do I take the 18 or the 18? That's a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Alright, so extra D4 or D6 rather of necrotic damage and D10 of force damage. Looking at 4 force damage. I'm sorry, 9 force damage and 4 necrotic damage.
So typically, you fire your Eldritch Blast, and what you're expecting is the force to impact them, to damage them.
Yep.
But then this necrosis to also roll over. And the thing is blasted backwards by the force of the Eldritch Blast. But when the necrotic damage sets in, instead of seeing decayed flesh or however your necrotic damage manifests, you see the thing's wounds smooth over. instead.
Okay, so
Necrotic damage is not effective against this monster.
So yeah, I'm not gonna do that again.
Moving or staying put?
Stay put.
Okay. Seeker, what
usually
is your
have a high wisdom
passive
save.
perception?
My passive perception is 10.
A 10?
It's a 10.
You actually get a saving throw then. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Hope this asshole can hold on to a ladder. That is a 15.
15. Climbing on the ladder and looking down, you see this one here is peering up at you, even as Alex and Lucius are engaging them with ranged weapons from 5 feet away. This one sees me focus on a tent on the ladder, and just instinctively, you swivel your head back around. You just stare at the wall as you're climbing down. Like, under no circumstances do I want to look at this thing. The other one is going to attack. I can attack both of you. I don't need to pick. Let's
Seeker's good up here.
Let's give Alex the teeth and Lucius the tail. How does that sound? Lucius, I have a 10 to hit.
A 10 will hit.
Really?
Really?
I
You
said.
destroyed my armor last session, or session before.
Well, I thought that was
I
gonna
don't know.
miss. It's because Alex,
That
I
doesn't-
have a 23 to hit.
Yeah. Scrappy actually is going to deflect attack the one on me. So go ahead and roll again at disadvantage.
Sure.
I figured we'd.
That comes out to a 22 to hit.
Okay.
10 points of piercing damage. And you have an infernal wound. So you will continue to take damage at the start of each round. As this thing claps on through your armor and through your clothing, and you feel the teeth rake into your flesh, and it burns where the thing bites. And Lucius, against all odds, does get the tail lash
Yep.
for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah,
And
I
then
don't like that.
inside the room here,
I keep looking at my hit points. Like, am I miscalculating? Because I feel like I have like no hit points.
if you're using the D&D Beyond sheet, it should automatically calculate for you. Like, you shouldn't have to do anything. Florian, I have a 25 to hit. Did Florian leave us?
Florian disagrees with that number.
Did he step away for a second? Because Gus, I also have an 18 to hit you. To be clear,
That does not hit me.
your new breaches give you no bonus to armor class.
No, well, my AC still is currently 20. Actually, Alexander, do I still have that +1 armor on?
I don't think so, but let me look.
I don't know what.
I think I need to shuffle that around for some utility stuff.
Right. My AC is either 21 or 22 currently, so.
Is Florian here
No,
so I can
not
bite
have
him?
advanced defenses today.
What's up?
Florian,
Yeah.
you're going to be taking 7 points of piercing damage,
Am I?
and you have an infernal wound from the thing's bite.
All right.
The tail lash at Gustavus missed. And that's going to bring us to Gustavus's turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Screw it. I'm just going to attack twice.
Okay.
First attack is a 13.
13 does not hit.
Second attack is a 27.
That hits.
Okay. For 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And That's pretty much everything I can do because I'm not gonna get out. Huh?
You're staying put there.
Uh huh.
Okay. It's gonna bring us to Seeker.
If I don't need line of sight to something, and I know they're fighting this thing, can I target it with slow?
It's a good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it says you don't need to be able to see the target.
All right,
Range
then I'm
120
going
feet.
to target these 3 creatures with slow,
Okay.
and they need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, this one's hexed. That's cool.
5. That text doesn't apply to saving throws.
Yeah,
Oh.
only ability checks.
5,
Aw.
6, and 16.
All right, that's 2
let you-
2 fails and a pass.
I'll let you decide which one passed.
All right, let's just decide this one.
Okay.
Sorry, but you guys are ganging up on it 2 against 1. And so their speed is halved. They take a -2 penalty to AC and Dex and cannot use reactions.
Mhm.
On their turn, they can use either an action or a bonus, but not both. And they can only make 1 melee attack during its turn, regardless of abilities or magic items.
Okay. And moving.
They can. Sorry, they can repeat the save at the end of their turn.
They're gonna bite
I'm
people
staying-
first, though. And you're staying on the ladder.
Yep.
All right. It's gonna bring us back to Florian.
It's a good ladder.
Hello.
Hi.
I've burned a lot of spell charges. I was just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. Well, it's the first combat. What do you expect?
Yeah, what do you expect? But these things need to die, so let's do a level 2 magic missile on this bad boy here.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear Edgar crying out there. He's just a little pain in the ass tonight.
It is 14 damage. 14 force damage.
Okay. Yeah, you blast him with your magic missiles, and it is
Dead?
this one and this one. I'm sorry, this one here in front of the hole are both bloodied at this point.
Ah, great. They are bloodied.
2 of them are.
Dang, these things have a lot of hit points.
They sure do.
I hear they have more than Brickroot expected.
They did.
Yeah.
I expected to have fewer hit points.
Uh,
Oh,
what is
Florian,
it
by the way,
what does an infernal wound do?
you take 7 points piercing damage at the start of your turn from the infernal wound.
That is what an infernal wound does. I'm glad I reminded you. All right, cool.
I should have applied that at the beginning of the turn, but...
I have hit points. Okay.
And
That's
each time it bites you, the wound is going to get worse and worse and worse.
Well, let's make sure that doesn't happen.
All right, are you moving or staying put?
Staying put.
Alexander, you are taking 3 points of piercing damage from your infernal wound.
Okay. Can I get both of these in a 5-foot wide line if I put it between them?
Well, you'd have to pick one square or the other from your origin point. You'd have to be standing where Florian's standing to get them both in a line.
Okay, let's go ahead and just try some more shots on this one.
Okay.
Got -2 to AC now. That can't hurt.
So first attack, this is sharpshooter, because if I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit. Nope. Second attack. Probably not. That's 7.
7 does not hit.
And then Scrappy will attack this one. Say 21 on armor class.
That'll hit.
For 4 force damage.
Okay. And you guys are staying. We don't have anywhere to move to. So you're not going anywhere. That's going to bring us to Lucius.
I'm gonna drop Hex and try again with Eldritch Blast.
So without the hex up, you don't deal necrotic damage. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Again, firing into melee. That's not good, but it's what I have right now. 23 to hit.
23 will hit. Which one are you attacking, north or south?
North.
Okay.
You're looking at 6 force damage. And second Eldritch Blast.
And now that one is bloodied. All 3 of them are now bloodied.
Looking at a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
Will hit. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Oh, they
That's what
already
my
called that
Friday-
before.
It's what my Friday game calls a modified 20 instead of a crit. That is an 11. That is 11 force damage for the second blast. The same one.
That's a real Cleveland steamer of a 20.
I mean, you said it, not me.
And you're staying put there? You're not climbing back up?
If I do, I will get et, and I don't want to get et.
You aren't, because they're slowed.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't have reactions.
what a thrill.
So climbing your full speed?
Yeah.
How far off the ground was Seeker? Where did you stop climbing?
I only went down a little bit, so he has some distance.
Okay.
I'd say like
So
20 feet.
You can go 20 feet up the ladder. That's as far as you can get, because that's where
Yeah,
Seeker is.
that's fine. Yeah, no. So, what a thrill.
You got a face full of Seeker butt right now. That's going to bring us to my creatures.
Sorry, there's not that much of it.
I think for a gnome,
It's going to move into the base of the ladder here.
Is it a word spelled with 2 C's?
Let's start with Florian.
That's me.
Florian, I have a 25 to hit you. It's going to be 9 points of piercing damage, and it makes your infernal wound worse. But
I
he
have 1 hit point.
cannot make a tail attack because he's slowed. And Alex, if I'm very lucky, I can make your infernal wound twice as bad. I have a 7 to hit. I'm sorry, an 8 to hit,
Still no.
and a 21 to hit.
Go ahead and take disadvantage on that from deflect.
And it remains at 21.
Okay.
It's going to be 6 points of piercing damage. And your infernal wound worsens. As one of the bites misses, the other one tries to be deflected by Scrappy, but hits anyway. And neither of them can make tail attacks. Does slow reduce their speed at all, Seeker?
Yes, it halves it.
Halves their speed. This one starts climbing up after Lucius. Lucius went up 20 feet, so this can get all the way right up under Lucius's butt, but doing so, he's leaving threat ranges of both Alex and Scrappy.
I don't have a melee attack, but Scrappy does.
Okay.
Scrappy will hit an armor class of 9 on that.
9's not going to hit. So Lucius, this thing tried to bite Alex and missed, and then scrabbled up the wall behind you. It's not using the rungs of the ladder to climb, it's just very expertly and very quickly, considering it's slowed. But it has to stop underneath you. It can't go up higher than that. And then they all get to remake their saving throw.
Yep. DC still 6.
2 passes, 1 fail. I'm going to say the one underneath Lucius passed because that amuses me. Who would you like to remain slowed out of the other 2? I'll leave it up to you.
This one.
Okay, and that's going to bring us to Gustavus.
yeah. Florian's not looking good, and I have no way to heal him. Oh, we didn't get any more potions or nothing?
Whatever
so-
potions you were owed, I thought we did that last week.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
did.
All right. I don't know who has the potions. I'm just going to keep doing. Actually, I know what I'm going to do.
Yep.
I'm going to back up.
Okay.
No attack of opportunity.
Oh, he's not slowed anymore. That's correct. Yeah, he's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
He actually can't tail whip as an attack of opportunity because it's got reach. Not with that rule. How about a 9?
That's not going to do it.
So he
Okay.
snaps out at you with his teeth, but does not manage to grab hold.
Firebolt?
Sure.
Oh, that's not going to hit. Okay. Oh, I'm going to step back forward, front range, and I'm going to hit with my sword.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 points of slashing damage. And guess what, Florian? He doesn't have an attack of opportunity anymore.
I'm down on my turn.
I mean,
bleed damage, yeah.
I know, but
moving or staying put?
I'm staying right here.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Seeker.
All right, I am going to shoot a frostbolt at this one right here.
Okay, I'm going to give him partial cover because he's climbing up the wall underneath Lucius.
That's fine.
Are you calling Lucius fat?
I mean,
That
pretty hot and tempting.
that is a 25 to hit.
25 does
Lucius
hit.
is svelte.
For 1 second here. I hit with this spell so rarely. 8 frost damage.
8 frost damage. And Lucius, it gets a bit chilly for a second as Seeker sends a ray of frost straight down at the creature.
Yeah.
Seeker, there's
And I
nowhere
mean, the
actually
plus
free to move.
That's fine. I'm good here. The plus side is with one of these guys next to each of you, if you each shoot the other ones, like the gift of the Magi, you don't have to switch.
Florian is going to take some damage at the start of his turn.
Florian's down.
I can't, so this is just going to drop you to 0 health, but I just want
Yep.
you to know how much damage it was. And that would
You
have
don't
been
have to tell me. Like,
19 piercing damage from the Infernal Wound.
I mean, okay.
Gus, the
Makes you
amount
happy.
that Florian is bleeding from these bite wounds is alarming. Florian is... I mean, you're trained in medicine. You've seen some nasty stuff. Actually, I think you've had infernal wounds before. Florian's not going to last more than a minute with this kind of wound. That's assuming the monster doesn't put an end to him right here. That's going to bring us to Alex, who...
Do I not get a death saving throw?
You don't need to on your first... Because you started the turn conscious, took damage, got knocked unconscious. You don't need to make a death.
All right.
It's when you start your turn at 0 health.
Very well.
yeah.
Alex, I have 10 points of piercing damage from your infernal wound.
Okay.
And then you may act.
Let's go ahead and take a pair of sharpshooter shots. The one that went up the ladder. Well, let's take one shot and we'll see where we go from there.
Okay. This is a situation where if you roll a natural 1, I would have you shoot Lucius instead. Well, you're using a firearm. If you roll a 1, your gun explodes.
Yeah, that misses, but let's go ahead and spend 4 blips to make it a hit.
Okay.
4 blips on a standard attack roll.
The blips are coming out, man.
Give me a second to note my blips.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that.
Yeah, just 1 second. Okay. And then that's plus...
I'm starting to think these things are worth the amount of experience they are. 16 points?
No, it's a d12 exploding plus 16.
Oh, okay.
17 magical piercing.
But why did it explode? Did you get a critical hit?
No, I did. That was how I was indicating the damage.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. 17 magical piercing.
17 magical piercing. I need calc.exe because I cannot do simple math in my head.
How many blips to make a guy miss? Is it a full 6?
Yes.
Oh,
Why, are you about to go down?
no, but Florian is.
The thing looks like it's on its last legs. You shoot it, and it comes loose one of its scrabbling limbs from the wall, and it's hanging on with the other one.
We're gonna take a non-sharpshooter shot at it.
Okay.
That'll hit an armor class of 12.
12 does not hit.
I don't have anything else for that. Scrappy will attack the one next. Scrappy will use his action to aid me to give me advantage on my next attack against the one next to me. That's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
All right, that's going to bring us to Lucius. You are starting the turn. You're in this thing's threat range now.
Yeah. But can I get line of sight on the guy that's next to Alex?
Yeah, no problem.
Finish the one up there. I'm all right.
My dog has opinions about that, but okay, sure. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna go ahead and blast the one that's crawling up on the ladder then.
Okay,
Disadvantage. That's a pretty good roll. It's a 19 to hit.
that will hit. This is with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Looking at 14 force damage.
Are you able to push it?
No, I'm not.
Okay. The thing, well, regardless of your ability to push it, comes loose from the wall as your Eldritch Blast puts an end to it.
Excellent.
Alex, by the time it lands on the ground, I mean, you're expecting this kind of dull thud as the thing's body hits, but it's a clattering sound. It's just a rain of bones hits the base of the ladder here. And this one moves no more.
Second Eldritch Blast is going to miss horribly at the one at Alex's feet.
That's because of the chicken feet, man. You got to get them off your Eldritch Blasts.
I'm starting to think this Taylor's up to some shit.
Listen, I had a player once who described his Eldritch Blast. Maybe it was Magic Missile, I don't remember. This was in 4th edition. But he described it as when I fire it, instead of just looking like a streak of light, the front of it looks like this face. And then, like, he pulled out his phone, and this was before smartphones, so he had, like, the tiny little, like, postage stamp screen with, like, and he had a background image set with one of the clown faces from the Insane Clown Posse. And that's what I think it was Magic
Violent
Missile
J.
looks like.
Violent J, huh?
Magic Missile too dope.
And you missed the other one, and that's going to bring us to...
I'm going to crawl down the
Fucking
ladder
miracle
and
missile.
probably about 10 feet up,
Okay.
and then that'll end my turn.
Okay.
Took care of it, Alex.
Let's see if I can kill Florian.
Probably, right?
Not any luck.
What's your AC?
13.
13, and you can't shield anymore.
I cannot shield anymore.
Surely.
Oh, yeah, I'm killing Florian this turn. There's no way he lives through this. Florian,
Yeah.
I have a 17 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and then I have a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 2 hits. They're both auto crits as the thing bites and tail lashes you, and that's it for Florian.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Alexander and Scrappy
I hate this.
gets attacks of opportunity against this one. Because it's about to slither through the hole back into here.
Scrappy hits 7.
7's not going to hit. Gus,
Yep.
you watch as the thing coils, scrabbling on its little limbs towards Florian's body. And as it does, you hear this very hollow groaning sound, and you realize it's coming from Florian's body as one of the creatures is latched onto his torso and is cracked across his ribs with its tail. The other one is not attacking him. It's kind of perched over his body, and you realize with horror it's reaching its own head down into his mouth and starting to climb inside of his body cavity. And as it does, the skin flays off of this thing, and the limbs fall to the ground uselessly. And technically, you get to make an attack of opportunity here because it's leaving your threat range.
I'm going to do so. Horrified.
Okay.
That's a 25.
That'll hit.
For 11 points of slashing damage, magic.
Okay.
And you guys just hear like a very
this thing sheds its skin away and its limbs the way a person might shrug off a coat. So it just has this bizarre cocoon that it's left behind, and the inside of it is just this long, skinny tendril that whips with lightning speed and snakes down inside of Florian's body cavity. And then it gets to make a wisdom saving throw against being slowed, and it got a 6. And that is going to bring us to Gus's turn.
You hear Gus going, "Oh," he's just like, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!"
Such language.
Yeah, no, this is awful. Why would you do that? Why would you use these monsters against us? You're terrible.
They're excellent monsters.
No, they're really not.
They're excellent
So
monsters.
this one is inside of Florian's body, right?
Yes, and the other one is next to you, and the third one's dead. The one next to you is bloodied, though.
So there's no way for me to attack this one.
There are lots of ways to attack that one. They all involve mutilating Florian's corpse.
So, like, Gus is going to attack this one, but while he's asking, he's like, so question, Alex, what is the requirements, that's 13 to hit? What's the requirements for resurrection?
13 does not hit.
And that is a 17.
17 will hit.
So, like, can I mutilate a body and still be resurrected? That is 10 points of slashing damage to this guy.
Okay.
I will point out of character that Florian was very clear about not wanting to be resurrected.
He very was.
I remember. And Gus, moving or staying put?
Staying right here.
It's going to bring us to Seeker.
Seeker is going to start making his way down the ladder so that he can actually shoot something.
Okay.
How much distance is there to the ground? Okay, so I was 20 feet up, so...
Well, Lucius is still on the ladder.
Movement?
No, it's just your regular movement. The problem is Lucius is below you. He was about 10 feet off the ground. And you can't climb past him, so you'd have to jump from 10 feet up from the ladder to the ground.
If
you wanted to jump past him.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll jump past him.
And it's only 10 feet, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. And then, can I see this one from here?
Yes.
All right. Then he is going to get a frostbolt. That is a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
For 3 points of cold damage.
That's not a lot of damage.
No, but his speed is reduced by 10.
Okay. And you moving or staying put?
I'm staying put.
It's going to bring us to Florian, who sits up. Gus, you see Florian sit up, and none of his movements are right. It's like he's forgotten how to use his own muscles. And instead of seeing his regular Florian eyes, he has these hollow black spheres in place. Florian, with your remaining class features, etc., using a legal move or a combination of, say, action, bonus action, what is the most likely thing you could do this turn to kill Gustavus?
It's
I'm
so there's only one answer to the question.
No.
I'm suddenly glad you don't have Fireball.
Yeah, but
that won't actually damage yourself. That won't cause you harm. like exploding a fireball in the room because you also have an ally here who would also be exploded.
I feel like it's Florian. There's only one possible answer.
Oh no! You're really gonna make me do this, huh?
Oh yes,
Oh fuck. Okay.
it's delicious.
And it's got to be really devastating.
So let's if you were in this position and your goal right now is to kill Gustavus using any resources Florian has remaining, what does he do?
Do it, coward.
Yeah. All right. It is a level 4 magic missile.
Yeah, that's the answer. Shit. It's the only possible.
No,
answer.
this is it's about to get worse.
Hey, Gus, read the last line of Shield.
Oh, that actually wasn't.
Oh yeah, shield.
That is it's 17 damage,
Uh-huh.
and he would use a resonant utterance. You don't make a saving throw, so he's going to gain temporary hit points. Speaking your true name. So.
And then Gus, you use your reaction.
Yep, shield.
There's 12 temporary hit points.
Okay, so none of the magic missiles deal damage because of the shield.
Mhm.
All right. So, Gus, here's what happens.
Mhm.
Florian, you see this terrible worm-like creature disappear down his throat. And a moment later, he sits up with these coal black eyes. And then he just launches a volley of magic missiles, more than you think you've ever seen him fire at once.
I forgot shield did that. Thank you.
Wait. Isn't he still slowed?
Who,
I
Gus?
guess it's Florian. No, the creature.
Florian's not slowed. Florian was never slowed.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
get you.
let me check one more thing.
But that wasn't it.
Well, no, faithful naming is an actual action. All right, never mind.
All right, so that's
You're
gonna
good.
bring us to
Thank you.
Alexander.
Okay, let's move over here.
You can get through the hole without squeezing because it's a small hole.
Yeah. Let's pull a special rune bullet off of my ammunition case, load it into my gun, and we're going to take a shot at this one, casting Branding Smite.
Okay, go ahead and fire.
What is it today? That's an 11 on armor class.
11 does not hit. You guys are... There's a lot of to-hit rolls that are...
Second
low.
attack, still a Branding Smite.
Mhm.
There we go. That's a 27 on armor class.
That will hit.
So I get 2d6 radiant, d12 plus 6. Yeah. So 17 magical piercing damage plus 4 radiant damage, and the creature begins to emit light.
It emits light for a moment, but all that damage killed it. And just like the previous one, the radiance just seems to burn this thing's skin off of it, and it just leaves this clatter of bones behind.
Can Scrappy squeeze through this if I
Yes.
order him to?
He is, because he's a medium creature. You can squeeze through an opening one size beneath you.
Scrappy is going to try and pin Florian down. So this is a grapple.
Okay. Florian,
It's an armor.
is it better to oppose a grapple with athletics or acrobatics for you?
Oh, acrobatics.
Okay, go ahead and make that. Florian.
That's a grapple check of 23.
Okay, Florian, make an acrobatics check and get better than 23.
Whoops, that was too many dice. Nope. It's a 7.
All right, so Scrappy has Florian grappled to the ground. Is there any addition, or is he just grappled? Like he's not restrained
No,
or
it's
anything?
grapple. That was Scrappy's action.
Moving him to the ground?
Yeah.
So he's also prone?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Lucius.
Oh, I needed to take infernal wound damage at the start of that perk.
Oh, you did. Thank you for reminding me. 7 points.
Okay.
Piercing damage.
That should probably help at all. God, I have nothing for this kind of situation.
I'd be surprised if anybody did have anything for this kind of situation.
I have a sword.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm kind of in agreement there. It's like, I'm going to peer through the thing and see... Gustavus, what do?
Kill it. He's already dead. It's in his body.
Oh, okay. I can't get line of sight without going inside. So...
You can move in through the hole, but you can't actually stop in Alex's square. If you want to go through the hole, you have to move all the way through it.
Yeah, it's like if I do that, I'll be in melee range. Yeah. So I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
Clear line of sight and take a shot at disadvantage with Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay.
At advantage, regaining advantage because he's prone, right? No?
Not with a ranged attack, no. You don't.
Oh,
get
okay, then.
You'd be at disadvantage again.
You're at double disadvantage.
Well, but...
It's
that's
advantaged
only,
against prone targets with a melee attack.
That's an 8 to hit.
8 doesn't do
Actually,
it.
no, I'm sorry, an 11 to hit, but yeah, it still didn't do it. That is an 18 now.
Florian, do you still have charges of shield left?
I do have counterspell.
You have counterspell?
I do.
Yeah, but if you use counterspell, you're wasting a spell slot. Where if you use shield, would shield cause that attack to miss?
Yeah, it would.
Then shield's the
You're
way to
correct.
go, isn't it?
All right. Yeah,
I thought your AC with shield was 18.
it is 18.
Just-
Oh,
It
then
still
it
hits.
would still hit then. So yeah, you'd have to use a counterspell there, and you are
All right.
compelled to if you can.
Okay.
Yes,
Well-
counterspell.
It's a cantrip, so good job, nerd. Alright, that's the end of Lucius's turn.
All right, that's going to bring us to. I don't have any creatures left.
How does it feel to be a creature?
It's Gustavus.
Well, he's not a creature.
He's a meat puppet. Gus, it's your turn.
Oh. Okay, he's a meat popsicle. Okay, I'm going to booming blade
Okay.
Florian. I'm sorry, Florian.
And he's prone.
He's prone.
Oh, that was almost a 20. That's a 20.
Okay.
So give me 1 sec. That's a pretty good roll. That is 6, 12, 17 slashing damage, and what is that, a 6 or a 9? That's a 6. 13 thunder damage.
Florian's body shudders violently as it looks like all of the bones in his body roll at once, and his back arches, and his limbs flop against the floor. And after a moment, he lays still.
I'm going to attack his dead body again.
Wow.
No, that's reasonable.
That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, no, that's... You're just attacking a dead body at this point.
Okay. Well, his
Stop!
dead.
Stop!
Gus is just going
It's
to
not
town with his
moving
blade.
anymore.
What is
It's
passive
not moving
perception?
anymore.
Gus and Lucius, who are standing in the room.
Passive
What is-
perception is a 17.
12.
Lucius, the room you're in is a little bit larger than the previous one, but not by much. And again, the floor here is covered with detritus. But looking around, you see no small number of human bones strewn about. Except there's a small patch in the wall just behind Scrappy where he's still got Florian's body grappled. You see where 3 or 4 bricks in the wall at about torso level don't have mortar around them. They're just slid into place.
And I'll point that out.
Okay. And also,
Gus-
Florian is very dead.
Gus grabs Florian's body and goes to leave. I'll be back. I'm taking him to the church.
We are.
Florian
Rule of
didn't want to
something.
get brought back to life. I hope you're taking him to the church for a burial.
Gus looks very upset at this.
Plus, we've also snuck in here. How are you going to sneak the corpse out? Listen, I'm upset by it as much as you are, but we have a job to do. We've got to get the job done.
Damn, that's cold, son.
Gus will remember this.
So what do you do with the body?
I guess in the bag of holding?
It won't fit in the bag of holding. We've established this.
Well, his bones all
alright, so
broke, right?
I'm gonna hold on. I'll be right back. Oh wait, I have to do a cure wounds to stop this infernal wound from killing me, right?
Yes, you need some sort of magical healing. We'll end the
Okay.
infernal wound. Any amount of magical healing.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I cure wounds myself, first of all, at the end of that fight to stop the infernal wound. I'm going to climb up into that tailor shop,
Mhm.
and I'm going to find some amount of rock fabric enough to wrap around the body.
Yeah, there's a few rolls of just a few bolts of cloth.
Mhm.
Kind of unwieldy. You'd probably not be able to climb down a ladder holding a whole bolt, but you can cut it up there and kind
I
of
could
drop it
just
down the hole.
drop it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Alright, so I'm going to put 5 gold pieces in the till at the counter.
Okay.
I'm going to come down here with the cloth, and I am going to do my best to respectfully wrap Florian's body up, and then I will strap it to the back of Scrappy.
Okay.
So we're going to murder the shopkeeper, right? This is what happens next, right?
We
Because
don't know if it was on him.
Yeah, this
It-
might have moved in recently, though it definitely doesn't look good.
Yeah.
this
We're
On
going to
top of that,
investigate whether we need to murder the shopkeeper.
I'm going to go ahead and cast a mending on Scrappy
so
while I'm setting up this carrier for my friend. Yeah, that'll get his hit points back.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll strap his body respectfully in a cloth, put it on Scrappy's back, and have Scrappy stand back and stay out of combat for the time being, and let's investigate these bricks.
So there's 2 or 3 bricks. A lot of the bricks in the wall are badly broken. There's a very, very old ruins, and you can see where lots of damage. Some of it looks like combat damage, axes or greatswords striking the wall. But these bricks in particular, you can fit your fingers and thumb in between them, and they definitely look movable.
I'm going to go ahead and try and move them, or look for a switch behind them, or anything like that.
You pull the 3 bricks out of the wall, and sure enough, behind them, there is a small depression with a lever inside.
Let's pull that lever.
And in pulling it, the whole wall groans for a second. And you feel the reverberations in the floor as part of it begins pivoting around, revealing a small crawl space leading into the catacombs. And that is a good place to stop for the week. There is a whole bunch of dungeon left. And at least 8 more of these creatures. I'm going to add more, because I enjoy them.
No, you're not.
well, if you kill us all, do we get to drive our own meat? Can we control our own meat puppets?
Hold on, let me save this map. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. That's why it wasn't saving. There we go. And I'm going to mute myself for a few seconds while I do some calculations in my end. You guys can think of your blips, and I will set up a straw poll.
Who's the most creative today?
Oh, Florian is exempt from receiving blips at the moment.
Boo! Boo!
So who's the most creative today? Sans Florian.
Oh no. What did we do?
Creatively alive goes to Florian.
I don't know. My plan I had a plan that didn't go anywhere, which was to
What's your plan?
distract the shopkeeper by requesting pants.
No, I mean that got us in and got us in. It got us started on the investigation.
You could say it got Florian killed.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, that did get Florian killed.
Do you point that out to Gus because that would depress him greatly?
Not yet.
Oh no.
All right, so badass.
Hmm. Oh no! I got it. Alexander, for